Alright guys, back playing some FTB here, and in the last episode I set up this liquid steam boiler, high pressure steam boiler here with 18 industrial steam engines, and I actually set this up incorrectly, and you guys pointed that out pretty quickly when I put the video up. As you can see, this is how I have it set up from the last episode, and right here you see two connections hooking up to that steam boiler. So the way these steam boilers work is basically I've got 18 industrial steam engines and one block. So you connect to one block right here, that's going to power two engines to the max. So if you just have two connections going out of this, you're not going to be able to power each one of these engines to the maximum 8 MJ per tick. So that means to power 18, you gotta go with 9 connections. So I gotta put in 9 liquid ducts here instead of 2 that I have set up right now. Otherwise, I'm not really maximizing the output on my steam boiler here. So I'm just gonna take this apart here, and I'm gonna pop off a couple of engines here just so I got a little bit of room to work and grab what I dropped. And we're gonna have to change the look a little bit here at the bottom. We're gonna have to go with 9 connections. So I'm just gonna drop in 9 liquid ducts here. And if I can get that one to go. Now I gotta connect them all together here. So I'm just gonna go in with my crescent hammer, just kind of right mouse click on them, get them all connected. So they're all outputting. I guess I don't really have to do that, but because I'm only using 2 pipes here on each side going up, I got to make sure that they are actually all connected. So there we go. Everything's connected properly, I believe. Yep, I think so. Okay, so now I can just drop in those 3 industrial steam engines that I popped off here. Just hook it up to that connection there. Oh, there we go. And instead of putting the lever right here like I had on the aluminum block, I'm just going to drop it on the back of the bottom of each, row of engines here like this. And it will work pretty much exactly the same as how I had it set up previously. So I can control if I just want 1 strip of them working or 2 strips or 3. But let's power these up. And I got everything turned off in terms of farms, so I'm not creating biomass right now. And let's see how that goes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let that roll a little bit, and I'm going to get all my farms kind of going, and then we can check out if they're going to output 8 MJ per tick. Oh, actually they already are. So there you go. Because right now, before what they were outputting was like 1 point something, and that was just, I was wondering why things weren't running as fast as I thought they were, and then I was like, what's going on? These things are not running really quick. So yeah, that was the mistake. So make sure, you got 9. If you're going to run with 18, if you're going to go with the max setup, you got to make sure you have 9 connections, to 9 separate blocks on the steam boiler here. And let's check out my steam boiler, see how hot it's running. It should be running at 1,000 Celsius, so it is rolling really hot. And I guess the higher the temperature, the less biofuel or whatever fuel you're using is going to burn, so that's good to know. And you don't have to stack them either. If you want to set up, a lot of people set up their boilers going this way. I notice in a lot of videos, not many people are stacking them. I like it stacked because I feel like it takes less space, especially if you're not building downwards. You can get a more compact setup here. You could probably make it even more compact if you got a little creative. I just kind of like this look here. And yeah, so right now what I want to do is flick everything on and see how it works, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna go do next. I'm probably just gonna show you guys the cave and maybe do some stuff. I don't know actually. Just let me turn the engines on and see if this thing hums a little faster. So I'll be right back. Alright, so it's going pretty good right here, guys. The machines are all running with no backlog. Right now, not too much is coming down the pipe, although there is some... Well, there's quite a few saplings coming down. But before I had this this steam boiler, before I had that and I had the old system that was right there, what would happen is, especially when I had the tree farm going and all the other farms, especially these ones that handle the saplings, they would actually fill up here, and the hoppers would fill up, and then I'd lose a bunch of saplings through overflow. Sometimes I'd actually come in with a pipe and just pipe it directly into this kind of reserve chest that I have for saplings. But now I've been running it for quite a while here with this new, power plant, and I ain't running into any issues. So now I'm thinking I could probably add at least one more fermenter, maybe two more fermenters, and that thing should be able to keep those running no problem. Of course, if I'm going to run that many fermenters, I'm going to have to make even more farms and get some more stuff coming down the pipe to make biomass. And that's the thing, when I have these things running, all these things running, it sometimes gets a little funky with my frames. My frames sometimes drop a little bit. Right now they're not too bad, but yeah, I'm liking this steam boiler. It's my first boiler, of course. If it wasn't my first boiler, I wouldn't have screwed up like this, but sorry about that, guys. In the last video, I did watch tutorials, and ironically, I had it set up like this on my pre-build before I did the video for the last episode, but then I didn't like it. I wanted to use just two pipes going up because I wanted to make it, I don't know, I just didn't like it looking like this, which is kind of weird. I should have left it like that, but nonetheless, live and learn. I mean, that's what it is. We all learn as we go. But right now, what I want to do here is, and here's where my old power plant is. I don't know what I'm going to do here, actually. I might make another tank for biomass, maybe just a reserve tank, or maybe a reserve tank for biofuel. Who knows? But yeah, last episode, I did mention that I was going to work a bit on this over here, the biofuel power plant that produces EU. This is where I had all the biofuel going to before I made the steam boiler. But I do want to send biofuel here still once in a while, especially when my tank fills up. And my tank is actually filling up slowly right now. Just zip back here. I mean, I'm at almost 1 million units, so almost 1,000 buckets of fuel here. I got quite a ways to go here. 3.2 million units before this thing's full. And once this thing is full, this thing will start filling up, which will be cool. But yeah, once that thing is full, I don't want to turn off my stills. I want to try to produce a little EU, because this EU helps me produce UU matter in my UU matter factory. But of course, I got to change the setup. What I'm going to go with is probably an ender tank. I'm going to hide an ender tank somewhere, probably over here, and then have a switch or a lever that I can turn on and off that will be hooked up with that tank. So when that tank is full, I can maybe I'll just start draining half of it into my diesel generators and start producing a little EU, for the UU matter factory that I got going over here. So that's what I'm going to work on. I'm going to do that off camera, and then I'm going to throw down a cut and then just show you guys how I have it set up, because I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do it yet. But yeah, as you can see, my UU matter factory little weird diamond structure here, I added 2 holes to it so I can just kind of fly through it. If I want to go inside instead of going underground here or under the water, I can just kind of fly through here, down here. I can go down the stairs over here and just pop in. I also have one open space here that I can kind of just drop into. Secret little speed hole. And this thing's probably not even working right now. Yeah, it's I got to put in some more scrap boxes, but I got 27 UU matter in here. That I got a bunch more at home, or at the house. I got another stack and a bit, so I got quite a bit of UU matter. It's going slow. It's not optimal setup, but right now the only thing sending juice is, actually this one's probably not even sending juice anymore. Actually, it isn't sending juice. The only thing sending juice is my lava. The other power plants have been turned off. But let's take a quick look at the cave before I start working on the biofuel power plant, the EU biofuel power plant. EU, I should say. Sorry, guys, I'm having a tough time right now talking. Okay, let's check it out. I haven't done much. I don't even know if it's worth showing you guys, but I started working on the tunnel part here. I extended the fake wiring here, the blue alloy wiring, going into this iron furnace with a little kind of red power blocky thing there to make it look like it's connected. Did the same thing over here, and then I'm going to run my same sort of lamp system going down the hallway here. And I decided to go with a different type of lighting system in here. I'm using glowstone. So the way this works is I got 6 glowstone blocks in here, and then I got these I'm going to try not to break my glowstone here, these micro blocks from red power. Just show you guys how it's built. So I just go in with these things here and do the edges like this. And I don't know, it kind of gives a cool effect, I think, kind of like I don't know what it's like, but it's a little different than having the other system that I was doing, which was this one right here. I kind of want to switch things up in here and just experiment with some more little building ideas. But yeah, I'm thinking of building a hallway like this. This is more of a man-made looking hallway, so I'll probably extend it quite a bit down that way, and then I'll probably make maybe some tunnels going off each side that will go into rooms, and probably those rooms will also be more man-made looking. And then I'll go into this main hallway will go into another one of these kind of big cave systems, maybe even bigger than this one, maybe smaller, I have no idea, but I really want to make a really huge one, so I might do that on the next cave that I make here. But yeah, that's about it with this. Maybe I'll work a little bit off camera here and show you guys a little bit more at the end of the video. I'm not sure. We'll see how things are going. I'm kind of just freestyling right here with this episode. But right now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to work on the biofuel thing here, the EU power plant right here. Go through my little, sky roof here, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to break this down. I'm going to switch it up a little bit and get the ender tanks hooked up, and I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, here's what I got so far here. I haven't flicked the lever yet, but I moved the diesel generators down a couple blocks. I have the liquid ducts passing over them like I had before. And here's what I got. I got the ender tank hidden behind here. And this ender tank is different than the ender tank that is handling my stills to convert the biomass to biofuel. So it's a separate tank, and it's hooked up, as you can see, there's biofuel in it, and it's hooked up to this lamp with the lever on it. And before I flick the lever to test it to see if it works, let's head over to the biofuel tank if I can find it. I'm kind of lost here. Okay, here we go. If we check in here, I dropped the other ender tank in here right next to, the biofuel tank. So pretty simple, and that's the pattern. I'm just going with a complete different pattern than the other tank. So it's ready to go. I think it's going to work. Hopefully it works. And I removed some of the MFSUs in that power plant here. If you look at my lava power plant, I got 4 MFSUs. I'm going to change this too. I'm going to change this system too. I might put this system underground or under the glass as well. I'm thinking I kind of like that look. It makes it look clean. Of course, it makes for kind of a useless room, but I think it kind of looks cool like this way. So right now I'm ready to flick the lever. As you can see, as I said, I had 4 MFSUs in here. I decided to go with 1 because the thing is I'll drain the power really quickly when I turn it on in the matter fabricator room. When I flick the lever for the biofuel for this particular power plant, it's just going to drain that MFSU so fast. So there's no point of putting multiple MFSUs. Okay, but let's flick the lever here, see how this thing works, see if it works. And yes, it does. Good stuff. So right now I'm probably draining the tank pretty quickly because it's going to start filling up these these diesel generators. I'm not going to let this run too long just because there's no point just yet. I just wanted to make sure that it works. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this up here, and I'm going to drop, instead of dropping the hardened glass, I'm going to go with the glass viewer, this stuff here from this last episode. I think it's going to look cool here. It's going to look better with this power plant. It's going to make it look a little more clear. So I'm just going to drop in this stuff, clean it up, and I'll be right back. Alright, so all cleaned up here. So now I got that option when this tank is full, I can just come over here, over to my biofuel power plant, and just flick the lever, and bam. Got some orange goo going into some diesel generators, producing some EU. So yeah, I'm liking this look a lot better. I think it's allowing me to kind of just zip around. I can just now kind of zip around. Nothing's going to get in the way. And I'm actually going to do this to the lava room, or the lava power plant. I'm going to actually do this right now, guys. And I'm just going to take it apart and let these drain with power, drain out the power into the matter fabricator. And then I'm going to break it all down, sink it into the floor, and be right back. Alright, so I broke everything down, and I figured, hey, let's set this up on camera. So I'm going to start off with the MFSUs. I'm going to still actually have 4 MFSUs for this instead of just one, like the biofuel, just because these what are they called here? The thermal generators, they output quite a bit of power, especially considering how many I have. I got 25 of them rolling. So I figure it probably will be it will be to my advantage to have multiple MFSUs here, just so I can have more MJ going down the cable. So I'm just gonna switch these like so here. I'm gonna hook this up down here first and get these all hooked up. Oh, and just come down the middle here. Hook up to that wire, and I'll just fill this up with some dirt because it's not going to be visible. Get everything filled up in here. There we go, all the gaps. Okay, we're good. And then I'll grab some of these inverted lamps. I will put them like this just to light this place up. And should I put one in the middle? Maybe I'll go with one of these Zycraft blocks in the middle. I decided to put, I have tons of this stuff because, you know, my quarry picks up tons of these Zycraft gems and stuff, and I don't really use them for anything. So I figure why not make some decorative blocks and just, I don't know, it looks kind of cool. But okay, let's drop in the thermal generators right now. I got 25 of these, so quite a bit. So I'm going to drop them in over here. I'm just going to put one dirt block just to kind of space it out. So quite a bit of these. We'll just drop them in here. And there you go. So, oh, that's not 25. I got another row actually. Okay, yeah, that is a ton. Look at that, that's crazy. Okay, so now I gotta hook these all up on the bottom with some glass fiber cable, so I can get them running into those MFSUs. All right, there we go. Looking good. All right, so now, oh, actually, I guess I can't put a block in the middle. That was pretty stupid. Oh, actually, no, I can. Okay, so, yeah, I'm all over the place today. Okay, I thought I had to put the wire down the middle, but I guess I don't because we'll just hook them all separately. It's no biggie. So there we go. I need some more glass fiber cable. Give me a second, guys. I'm just gonna go make some more and I'll be right back. Alright, we are back with some more glass fiber. Finish up the connection here. Looking good down here. Just gotta hook up the liquid ducts. And see how this looks actually. I guess the lights, I guess I'm not really gonna be able to see the lights from the top. Whatever. I guess it kind of lights up a little bit. You can kind of see on the edges, but I guess that's kind of a waste. But I'll leave it like that for now. And I'll hook up all these liquid ducts here to these geothermal, or not the geothermal, the thermal generators from Greg Tech here. Get these all hooked up. There we go. So now I just need to hook up the lava. Hit that with my crescent hammer. And there we go. We got the lava going into the MFSUs. So we're looking all good here. Gonna drop in the glass on top of this, the super transparent glass viewer. Hopefully I got enough here. I got 59 blocks. That should be more than enough actually. So yeah, I'm liking this stuff. It's yeah, it's making things a little more slick, especially things that you want people to see, or you know, it's a pretty good option, and it's super cheap. And of course, gotta pop that off there. All right. There we go. All right, looking good. Looks like I'm walking on air, actually. Ooh. So yeah, this looks a lot better, I think. I don't know. I feel like I need to jazz it up in here a little bit, though. Maybe do something on the walls. Who knows? Maybe put in some cracked brick or maybe some mossy stone just to kind of... Because now without this thing in the middle, it looks really kind of plain. But I like it. I can just kind of zip around now. Go in here. Run through here. Get to my biomass facility. Actually, let's check out the tank. Tank looking good. So yeah, pretty much done on that. I guess I can put some of these blocks. Do I have enough blocks here? I got 11 of them. I should probably make some more. Do the same thing over here. Why not, right? Might as well keep the theme going. I want to keep this hardened glass in some areas, but I think for my power plants, I'll go with the glass viewer. I think it looks better. I'm gonna pop this off here. I'm gonna go make a little bit more of this hardened glass. Finish it off in here and be right back. Alright, so I finished it off in here. Got the glass viewer going here on top of the coal and creosote power plant. How's my tank doing? Actually doing pretty good there. I just turned it on because it was full. All that wood that's going in there is getting turned into charcoal, making that creosote. And yeah, this part's already been done. And I also put some glass viewer on top of this the stills here. And this thing kind of looks a lot better actually with the clear glass. You can really see what's going on in there. And instead of having to break glass every time I want to turn this thing on and off, I made this little passageway. I'm going to start doing this a little bit in my base because everything's under glass. So I kind of want to put some more access points where it's a little more natural, where I have like a ladder or, you know, some steps going down instead of, you know, popping in here and breaking glass all the time. So, you know, just a basic stairwell I made here off camera. Didn't take too long. Dropped in some orange red power lamps inverted. And I'm gonna dress them up a little bit with my usual iron bars here. And on top here, I'm gonna put a little bit of trim around, I don't know how many I'm gonna do here. Probably a little bit. I probably don't need that many. But let's do this many here. Get my saw. And actually, I think that was too thin. I may have made that too thin, actually, guys. I can't remember if I do it this thin or... Let's just test it out here. Oh, I made way too many here. Yeah, this is what I was doing earlier. So I do this a lot with my lamps. Just to kind of, I don't know, make them look a little bit different. Then I go in with the really, really small blocks. Oh, I'm too low here. You know, it takes time, but I think it gives that little extra detail. And I'm gonna have to make it the really small blocks. I'm just gonna have some extra ones, I guess. This is a little bit tricky though. Gotta go in slow and steady. There we go. This won't be a little easier. And I knew that was gonna happen. Where'd that block go? That in here. There we go. So yeah, it gives a little bit of a, I don't know, little wood frame on there. So yeah, I don't know if you guys have been following Feed the Beast. I'm not totally up to date, but you've probably noticed that the mod packs, the main mod packs, haven't really been updated for a long time, and I think that has a lot to do with red power. And the rumors going around is that FTB will probably be updating their packs. I don't know when. It might not be for another month or two, who knows, but like I said, it has been a while, and I know they've been waiting for red power to update to the newest version of Minecraft. And I think a lot of people are crossing their fingers that that's going to happen, because if we happen to lose red power, it's going to suck, first of all, because I really like red power, and I think a lot of people like red power. It's one of the biggest mods, I think. You know, you got industrial craft, you got build craft, and you got red power. To me, are the three main mods that I like to play around with, and all the sub mods of build craft and industrial craft. And yeah, if the programmer doesn't update and we end up having to go to the next pack with no red power, that is most likely going to mean a world reset for most people. I know the Minecraft guys, I follow them a little bit, and I know that they are talking about resetting their server, and I'm using the Minecraft pack. I kind of want to switch to the Ultimate pack, but I'm assuming the Ultimate pack will follow as well. So if they do lose red power, yeah, I'm kind of gonna have to lose this world, which is really gonna suck. I'm not gonna change the way I play right now. I don't know if this is even gonna happen. You know, it might not happen. Red power might update and we might be golden, but if it does, I just wanted to throw that out there, that we might have to do a season 2 reset, which would suck. But at the same time, I kind of like doing resets, but when you're doing a YouTube series, it kind of sucks. You want to keep your world going, and this is probably the most, this is probably the biggest world I've ever created in Minecraft, because usually I do play a little bit, and then I like to start from the beginning, because I kind of like the beginning, you know, having to do all the mining and surviving and stuff like that, But if that happens, that happens. If not, hopefully it doesn't. And if it does, well, it'll be a new chapter in this series. But anyways, guys, I'm going to end it right here. I know that I was going to do something in the cave, but I haven't really done much. And I want to show you guys, you know, something cool in there next time I do go in there. But as always, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for all the comments and suggestions. Thanks to the guys that pointed out my problem with the steam boiler from last episode. That was really helpful. I know I started this series, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna show guys how to play FTB, you know. It's totally been the other way around. You guys are showing me all these you guys are showing me how to play, because I don't know all the mods, and the railcraft stuff I'm not too familiar with, even though I do use the tanks a lot. But the steam boilers, this was the first steam boiler that I actually ever even made in Minecraft or in FTB. So yeah, thanks to the guys that pointed that out. And yeah, so I'll see you guys next time. Later.